ham and pineapple, 2 vegetarians with extra cheese, a couple of large pepperonis, half a dozen garlic bread. All right, the address is 8 Coronation Street, Weatherfield, and the name's Gail. All right. Welcome back to TV Burp. A man wags his red tail on how to live with women.
Badger, hedgehogs.
Smelly teacup in background on Antiques Roadshow.
So there is a certain ironic tension here.
And Edward asks Dr. Rach's wind problem on EastEnders.
Well, what do you think? This is splendid.
Jean-Claude Van Damme behind closed doors now, and as the title suggests, this show goes behind the scenes and lifts the lid on the muscles from Brussels. And Jean-Claude introduced us to his son, Chris.
Working with my father is actually great because he understands me because he's my dad. You know, I got the same genetics, so he knows how to talk to me, and he's been my hero since I was a kid.
Hey, that's me when I was young. You just saw my son on TV, right? Now you see an old guy, right? But look, this is me when I was young. I look like Christopher, isn't it?
A bit. Well, I'm not saying anything, but he looks more like Tom Hanks. I'm just saying maybe you should get a DNA test. Jean-Claude told us of the night when, as a boy, he decided to become a Hollywood actor.
I was like 13, 12, 11, I don't remember my age. But I was sleeping in my bed that specific night. I just wake up like an epiphany.
Hope you changed the sheets. Stop doing that! It was just a joke. Oh, some people. It was an epiphany, a sudden realization that happened in a church. He made a film about it, apparently. Eagle Path.
Everything I ask for myself, God gave it to me. Everything I ask. But God never gave me the solution, basically, of saving the world. I made a movie about it called Eagle Path. I think I failed.
Couldn't have been as bad as Kickboxer 4. You may be the muscles from Brussels, but I am the brawn from just outside Sittingbourne. Yeah. Pick up the Medway posse. This week, on Wonders of the Universe, Brian demonstrated what happens to your face when the gravitational force acting on it is 5 times that on Earth. In his case, it turned him into Pete Burns.
All right, we'll go to 5G.
Very foggy.
Okay.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I know he goes over it slowly, but to be honest, I found a lot of the theory of relativity and the Big Bang pretty confusing.
Our best theory of space and time, Einstein's theory of general relativity, says that space and time become infinitely curved, that the centre of the whole becomes infinitely dense. That place is called a singularity, and it is the place where our understanding of the universe stops.
Actually, mine stopped about 10 minutes into episode 1. Fortunately, there was another show about physics on TV. Everything and Nothing, fronted by Professor Jim Al-Khalili.
Okay, so what is space?
I don't know, I thought you were the physics expert.
Does space only exist when there's stuff in it?
What are you asking me for?
What's the totality of everything there is? It's a question we've all asked at one point or another.
I haven't.
What meaning can we give to distance if it doesn't have a start and end point?
I don't know, I'm confused. I need a more simple explanation.
The centre of the Earth is the hottest part of the Earth. If that wasn't there, we wouldn't be living here, because volcanoes made all things happen, understand?
No, not really. It's still pretty complicated. Somebody help me.
The Bible says that in the beginning, God created the world in 6 days. And that's what's truth. That's the truth.
Hello, something I can understand. Although I did know the answer to some of Jim's questions.
If this infinite universe contained an infinite number of stars, then why was it dark at night?
Otherwise, we couldn't get to sleep. I couldn't help thinking that Professor Jim's show had a slightly smaller budget than Professor Brian's. I mean, here's Brian.
This is Pachupatinat in the Nepalese capital city of Kathmandu. This is Kolmanskop, an abandoned diamond mining town in southern Namibia. Well, this is sunrise over Nepal, and those are the tallest mountains in the world, the Himalayas.
And here's Jim.
So, although gravity appears to be a force, it's nothing more than the curvature of space itself.
So to sing us out with the Beatles' Helter Skelter, it's Professor Jim Al-Khalili.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. When I stop and I turn and I go for a ride, till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah. You want me to make you? Coming down fast, but don't make me break you. Tell me the answer. You may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out, helter skelter. Ooh, helter skelter.
I've got blisters on my fingers.
Thank you very much, and I hope we passed the audition. Good night.
Well, even though that was the last in this series, there's no need to worry. You can have a bit of Harry anytime you